Hello, I would like to talk about how magic mushrooms changed my life for the better. I've tripped plenty of times, LSD, mushrooms. I used to overdo it, I would get bad trips. I remember I was doing so much LSD in the summer. You should take like a break, but I was doing them every like 2 weeks or a week whenever I could get my tolerance back. And I was just having horrible trips and like losing my mind. And I noticed one thing with psychedelics, they could either heal you or destroy you. You can't overdo it like anything else. It's just some like, they call them magical mushrooms for a reason. It's just something out of this world. But I remember I was really stressed and there was a lot of personal stuff going on in my life and all my energy was drained. I was feeling like shit. And this was after a long break in the summer, like from overdoing LSD and having a really bad trip. And I vowed to myself I would never do psychedelics again. But I remember I was just feeling really down, and there's been times I've done psychedelics and it like reboots you and refreshes you. And I used to have PTSD and it cured my PTSD and just wonderful things. And yeah, so I months later from the summer, probably like a month ago, I decided to get shrooms, and I got an edible THC chocolate bar. So I mixed them together, and I remember it was just a different trip than anything else. I was in my room by myself. That's how I usually trip, because I use it as a learning lesson or to improve myself. Every time I'm out with like people doing it, I just had bad experiences, and that's just not the environment for me. Yeah, so my trip starts kicking in, and I think all these problems in life, and there's this weird voice, like a soft lady's voice or something. It was really comforting, and she like, in my head, it's like I'm thinking all these problems and how to solve them, and like stuff that like caused me pain in the past. And at first she showed me everything in my life that caused me pain, like every little thing. It felt like I was reliving it all again. It was the most pain I ever felt in my life, and I remember I cried my eyes out for at least 20 minutes, and it was just, I was feeling it all over again, like everything I've had bottled up inside throughout the years. And after that, after I cried like for so long, I felt the relief, like it was all in my system. And then there was these translucent like arms, like a see-through like neon blue, and it was the lady who was talking to me, and she embraced me and hugged me afterwards after I was done crying. It was like the warmest hug I ever felt, like everything was gonna be okay and there was no stress in the world or anything. It was just an amazing feeling. And after that, it was like I got all the bottled up bad emotions out of my system, and I just felt so good. And people who've hurt me in the past, and thinking of people who hurt me in the past, I just was able to forgive them after that. It was like a brief half hour, and I got over all the pain that I've had inside throughout the years, every little bad thing that's happened to me. But anyways, after that, she hugged me, and just, it was the best feeling in the world, like so warm, and just everything was going to be okay from now on. And then problems, like, not problems, things I stress over, like finances, my future and career and all that, she guided me through each and one of them. Every little detail. It would take me hours to talk about, but I'm just going to keep it short. Every little thing that I'm worried about in life, she guided me through and told me it was going to be okay. Usually, like, when people say okay, it's like cliche or corny. It's like, yeah, okay, it goes through one ear. But this, I don't know what to call it, a spirit or some type of, it was like a lady talking to me. It was so weird. This has never happened to me. And she just had the most like angelic voice and guided me through all this stuff. And then afterwards, she took I was having health problems too. That's a big thing. I was going to the doctors in pain in like my organs area. I don't know what it was, but it was bothering me so bad, and like in pain for for months, and just all these symptoms, going to the doctor and they can't get to the bottom of it, and I have to get like these crazy tests done. And I remember this spirit lady, she put her translucent arms inside my body and she pulled something out. It was like a orb that like shined or something, but it was like a disgusting color, like red orange. She pulled that out of me, and then she took another orb that was like the sun. It shined like the sun. It was really bright, and she put it inside me, and she said, "You're gonna be okay from now on." And then she showed me something, because I'm a little different than a lot of people and stick out of the crowd. And she was like going through my body, like inside and in my mind and stuff, and showed me something that like I'm different than other people, and I need to use it for something. I'm not sure what, but it sounds like really crazy explaining, but this is the best way to explain it. It was just a crazy trip, and she showed me something on my body, and that was like different than others, and I could use it for the good and do a lot of good with it. And then she went towards my back and pulled out the same color as her, like the translucent blue. She pulled out like these angel wings, like it hurt, coming on my back, and she was pulling them out of my back and showing me that I had wings. I don't know what that was supposed to mean. And then after that, she went away, and it was just a crazy thing to me. But the most craziest part, I woke up in the morning, I felt like $1,000,000. All these bad emotions were gone. I felt so good, and those health problems I had magically disappeared. They were gone. And where she pulled out the veins in my back, I had like pain, like I actually got like something removed from me, and it was just really weird. And ever since that, I've been so motivated, and I'm not getting emotional or overwhelmed or anxious or anything, and it just I've been more creative, and everything in my life is getting better. It's like I know how to handle every little thing, and I'm not worried about the future because I know it's all going to be okay. I thought I'd share one of this recent shroom trip, and it was just amazing. If you guys have your own stories, comment. I'd love to hear it.